Listen to me, you are so close. You're doing so many things right, you're putting in the effort to clear your acne, but there are these 6 things that are counteracting all of your efforts. Now, you may have started breaking out as a teenager, and you learned that exfoliation worked for others, so you added a scrub to your routine, and boom, your skin cleared up for a while. Life was good, then seemingly out of nowhere, it all came crashing back down. The breakouts came back worse than ever, and suddenly your go-to scrub isn't working anymore. Now you're confused, nothing seems to work. Does that sound familiar? Believe me, I have been there because acne is tricky. Unlike popular belief, it's not one size fits all. When you were younger, your breakouts were caused by oily skin and clogged pores, which is why exfoliation helped. But now, years later, something totally different is at play, and you don't even know it. You could have adopted a pet, now that cat's fur on your pillow is clogging your pores, or maybe you started taking a new medication that's messing with your hormones, and it's the thing that's causing your breakouts. The cause of your acne has changed, but you didn't change your plan. See, studies have shown a range of factors can trigger acne, from hormonal changes to environmental factors, even stress, but most people stick to the same skincare routine year after year. The needs of their skin have evolved, but they have failed to adapt to it. That's where a lot of people slip up. They get stuck in their old ways, using the same products that worked before, but now they're no longer addressing the real problem. Now, I'm not saying you've been wasting your time. In fact, if you're watching this video, chances are you're very, very close. The fact that you put in the work means you have the discipline and you have the desire to clear your acne, but, and this is a big but, if you keep treating your skin like it's the same as it was years ago, you will never get ahead of it. Your skin's telling you something and you need to start listening. Otherwise, the breakouts won't just keep happening, they're gonna get worse. The good news though is you can fix this. You just need to figure out what's causing your acne right now and adjust your plan. Now, if you want to stop your acne from getting worse, check out my acne program. It's theacnemethod.com. It'll help you get rid of your acne by targeting it at the source instead of just masking the symptoms. So if you want to regain control of your skin, go check it out. Now, you're starting to understand the real reason you can't clear your acne. Your skin's changing, but your routine hasn't. But that is just the beginning though. Here's another mistake you're probably making, and trust me, you are not alone on this. It's something I see all the time, and it's costing people their clear skin. I'm talking about product hopping. Now, let me know if this is you. You hear about a new product, it's supposed to be a game changer, so you give it a try, you're excited, this could be the one that finally works. But then after a week or two, you start breaking out even more, you start to panic, you stop using the product, and you jump on the next one. This vicious cycle is not only frustrating, but it's one of the major reasons your skin isn't clearing up. The constant switching doesn't give your skin a chance to settle, to heal, and respond to anything properly. It's like trying to plant a tree, but pulling it up every few days because it's not growing as fast as you want. Dermatologists often recommend sticking with a new product for at least 6 to 12 weeks before you start judging if it's working or not. The truth is, your skin needs time to adjust, especially if you're using active ingredients like retinoids or salicylic acid. These ingredients often cause a purging phase where your skin clears out all the gunk clogging up all your pores, which might mean things get worse before they get better.
It'll get worse before it gets better.
Retinoids, for example, are known to speed up cell turnover, which then can cause breakouts at first, but people often quit right before they get to the good part, the part where the breakouts stop and the real improvements start. Now, I get it. It's tough to stick with something when it seems like it's making your skin worse. You know, it's very tempting to throw in the towel and just try something else in the hope for faster results. But every time you switch to a new product, you're basically resetting that clock. The product you just tossed out could have been the one to finally clear your skin, but now you'll never know. So what should I do, Brian?
What am I gonna do, Al?
Simple, stop jumping around. Stick with one thing for at least a couple of months. You'll never know if something truly works if you don't give it the time that it needs. And if you do need to switch, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, like skin irritation or allergic reactions, not just because you haven't seen results in a week. Now, if you want to know my favorite skincare brand of all time, you definitely got to check out Banish. They're 100% natural, cruelty-free, and everything is made in small batches weekly, so all the active ingredients haven't degraded by the time it gets to you, unlike some brands that mass produce and products just sit on the storage shelves for months. You can use my code Brian5 and it'll get you a discount. So you've managed to avoid the trap of product hopping, right? Well, there's something else that's standing in your way to clear skin. Something that most people don't even think about, and it could be happening to you right now without you even realizing it. What if I told you that where you spend your time could be the reason that your skin isn't clearing up? I'm not just talking about the obvious things, like pollution and sun exposure. No, I'm talking about everyday, sneaky factors that are constantly triggering your breakouts. Let's start with the workplace. I bet you've never thought of your workplace as being a reason for your acne, right? But think about it. If you work around grease or dirt or chemicals, chances are they're playing a huge role in triggering your breakouts. Maybe you're in the kitchen where oil splatters all day long, or you're on a construction site where there's dust and debris flying around in the air. Even in an office job where you're working long hours, stressing out, touching your face after handling dirty keyboards and phones, all of these could be affecting your skin way more than you think. In fact, even just wearing a mask at work can be a trigger. Maskne is a real thing. It's acne that's caused by wearing a mask, and it sucks. If you're constantly sweating under that fabric, it's no wonder that your breakouts are getting worse. Now, it's pretty frustrating, isn't it? You've been so focused on your skincare, but your environment is throwing you curveballs that you didn't even see coming. You feel like you're doing everything right, and yet these external factors are sabotaging your progress. It's enough to make anybody feel defeated, but before you even think about giving up, you should know that most of these environmental triggers aren't as out of control as you think they are. The first step is to identify and isolate the problem. So, is it the grease splattering at work? Then washing your face and your hands frequently throughout the day, or maybe you're dealing with maskne. Then switch to breathable fabrics, change your mask regularly, cleanse your skin right after wearing it. Even changing your pillowcases more frequently can make a huge difference if your environment at home is the one that's contributing to your clogged pores. The point is, you have way more control than you think. And once you start making these small changes, you'll start becoming aware of the role that your environment is playing in your breakouts. Now, while the external factors are easier to spot and control, there's a powerful force that's working against you from the inside, and it's one of the hardest things to manage. You see, hormones are tricky. They control so much in your body, including how your skin behaves. You could have the best skincare routine in the world, but if your hormones are out of balance, acne will keep popping up no matter what. And the worst part, you might not even know what's happening. Take, for example, when you were a teen, your hormones were all over the place, causing oily skin, breakouts. But the truth is, hormonal acne doesn't just affect teenagers. In fact, it can strike at any age. Have you ever noticed a sudden breakout when you're approaching your period? Or maybe you started noticing more acne as you're getting closer to menopause? That's your hormones messing with your skin. But it's not just the natural hormonal fluctuations that can trigger acne. There are other things, things we do every day that can throw our hormone levels out of whack. For instance, using birth control pills or hormone replacement therapies, that can cause a sudden shift in hormone levels. You might have even started a new supplement, thinking it would help your skin, only to find out that it's actually making things way worse. The truth is, you don't know what your hormone levels are doing. You're fighting an uphill battle. It's like trying to steer a car with no idea what direction the wheels are turning. Here's the good news. Once you understand what's happening with your hormones, you can take steps to get things back under control. If you're dealing with breakouts that seem to come out of nowhere, like during your cycle or after eating certain foods, it might be time to get your hormone levels checked. Blood tests can reveal whether something like testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, or even insulin is out of balance, and sometimes just knowing the problem can lead to simple solutions, whether it's adjusting your diet or just talking to your doctor about balancing your hormones. But even if you have your hormones under control, there's one more habit that is holding you back, and it's one of the hardest habits to break, something that you do without even thinking about, and it's the habit of picking. I'm sure you've heard this a million times at this point. Don't pick at your pimples. It sounds really simple, but trust me, this habit's causing a lot more harm than you realize. Think of it this way. When you have acne, your skin is already in a fragile state. And every time you pick at a pimple, you are making it worse. It's like trying to pop a balloon with a needle. One wrong move, and the whole thing explodes. Only in this case, the explosion is more inflammation and a bigger, angrier breakout. But it's so tempting, Brian. Trust me, I definitely get it. You see that pimple, it feels like it's begging to be popped. You think, just this once. But the harsh truth is, every time you pick on a pimple, you are doing damage that goes far beyond the surface. First off, when you pick at your skin, you are introducing more bacteria. Your hands are never as clean as you think they are, and when you touch your face, you're transferring all that dirt, oil, and bacteria directly onto your skin. And what happens next? Your skin gets irritated and inflamed, and you've got yourself a recipe for more breakouts. And it doesn't stop there. The more you pick, the more damage you do to the surrounding skin, which makes it even harder for your skin to heal. And that's not even the worst part. Most of the time, when you pop a pimple, you're not actually getting rid of it. What you're doing is forcing the pus deeper into your skin where it can fester and cause even more swelling. That's why you'll pop one and then the next day it's twice the size it was before. Or worse, you're left with this dark mark or this scar that sticks around for months, possibly even years. But even if you manage to stop picking, there's still one final enemy sitting between you and your clear skin. And this one could be sitting on your dinner plate. The truth is, the things you ingest every day might be quietly sabotaging your progress without you even knowing it. Now, this might have occurred to you, or maybe you've heard people brush off the idea that food has nothing to do with acne, but more and more research has shown that food plays a much larger role in skin health than we used to think. Certain types of foods can trigger inflammation, they can mess with your hormones, can even cause allergic reactions that show up as breakouts. And the worst part, it could be something that you never would have suspected, something you eat all the time. Dairy and sugar. Studies have shown that dairy, especially milk, it can lead to a spike in insulin levels and it can increase hormone production, which then leads to clogged pores and breakouts. Sugar, that's a double whammy. Sugar raises your insulin levels and triggers inflammation, which can make your skin freak out in the form of pimples. But it's not just dairy and sugar. Gluten, soy, even certain fruits can cause issues for some people. Everybody's body is different, so what triggers acne for one person might not be the same for someone else. You might be eating something that your body can't handle, and instead of giving you a stomach ache or hives, your skin reacts with breakouts. It's an allergic response, but one you might not have connected to your acne before. So how do you figure out if a food is causing your acne? Easy. Start paying attention. Try cutting out common triggers, dairy, sugar, gluten for 2 weeks and see if your skin improves. And if you notice a change, you've probably found one of the culprits. And trust me, for some people, making this very small dietary change can be the final piece of the puzzle. And if you're not sure where to start, a food journal is a great place to begin. Write down what you eat and track your skin's reaction over the next few days. And you might start noticing patterns that you didn't see before, like breakouts a day or two after eating pizza or drinking milk. Now, if you want to know how Malin went from this to this in just 10 weeks, check out this video right here, and I will see you guys in the next one.